Hello everybody and welcome back to the discussion, reality TV talk. We are back, as you guys can see, with episodes 4 and 5 of the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. If you did not see the videos for episode 1 and the video for episode 2 and 3, definitely go check it out. I'll link it throughout the video in the cards and on the end screen, but definitely go check it out. Now we're here with episode 4 and 5. It's getting juicy and juicier, y'all. See, episode 1 was already juicy, so you already know what the season was about to give. But yeah, let's get into episodes 4 and 5.
To be or not to be, not.
Alright, so we start off with Teresa and Ramona having a moment. I said in the previous video, we find out that Teresa and Ramona have more in common than we knew. Of course, they were both buyers for Macy's, and then they both worked for Calvin Klein. And then in this video, we see Teresa reading Ramona Louis' card. If you don't remember, Louis gave Teresa 8 cards for the 8 days that they were gonna be away, or 7 days that they were gonna be away. The 7 or 8, can't remember. Yeah, 7 or 8 days that they were gonna be away, but he gave her a card to read each day that she wakes up. So Ramona was listening to Teresa read day 8, and then in each day he put something in, so they were kind of bonding in that way. Ramona, you know, was like, she was ready to find someone and be with someone at that point, so that was a little cute bonding moment or whatever, especially how everything started between them two and their budding friendship. So then today is Melissa's day, and we are doing a buggy around the island. And I'm sorry, but what set me was Kyle started singing. They got in the car to go to the buggy, they got in the van, and Kyle starts singing Gia's song. All I heard was Gaga waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things. I was like, wait, no.
Waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things.
Why is Kyle such a menace? Like, I was like, Kyle Richards, you are a menace. And then Melissa's laughing, and then Teresa's in the back, and Teresa goes, wait, that's Gia's song. I was like, no, Kyle is a menace. And then she sung it again at the end of the episode. I was like, no, Kyle, please stop. No, you're a menace. Because that song has been trending for the past year. It just blew up out of nowhere. Because Gia sung that song probably like 10 years ago, and the fact that it blew up in this past year is so funny to me, because I remember watching the episode like, oh my god, this is alarming. Like, for Gia to be singing this song, like, Joe and Teresa need to get their shit together, this whole family. So I was just like, nah, Kyle is a menace for singing that. And then we get to this island, they're sitting, they're about to eat. Ramona cuts Kenya off. I can't remember what they were talking about, but I just remember Ramona cutting Kenya off, and I was like, ooh. And then we bring out a game. They're playing this game where it's basically like a question game. So, how do you feel about being a housewife? What's your favorite moment of being a housewife? Like, basically talking about the trials and tribulations and the good times of being a housewife, which was very touching to hear the women speak their point and their emotions about being on TV, being in the public eye, being on a reality show, being a Real Housewives. It was like being a Real Housewife. It was like, okay. It was like a different side, seeing a different side of these women, you know, minus the like arguing and fighting and all that. We saw like a real true side, them speaking their emotions, and that was a really good part to see. And then we jump to one of my favorite parts of the night, where Melissa puts together a slumber party for the girls. She gives them pajamas, these silk pajamas, and then we cut to a scene where Kenya is crying. And then Cynthia, well, first Kyle went to go comfort her. She asked Kyle not to bring in the cameras. And then Cynthia comes in the room. And of course, we're on a reality show. The cameras come following Cynthia. And Kenya kind of gets mad at Cynthia, like, because the cameras was following her. So, I mean, all she had to do was say, I don't want the cameras to see me. But she kind of got annoyed with Cynthia. And I was just like, we're on a reality. She's like, oh, I don't want people to hear me or see me. I'm like, first of all, you're mic'd up, so even if the cameras are not in your face, we're still hearing the whole conversation. Like, we heard the whole conversation. The cameras are outside her door, but she's still mic'd up, so we can hear everything. So all you have to do is turn to Cynthia and be like, I don't want the cameras right now. Easy. That's it. She kind of got annoyed with Cynthia, but basically Mark texted her and was like, kind of basically sending her mixed messages, and then she was like, this is what he always does. He says, oh, I'm sorry, we could have done this and da. He kind of like sends her mixed messages when she's getting to the point of like, okay, this marriage is over, the divorce is done, and then he comes and just sends mixed messages. And of course they play back with him saying that he hates being married and he hates this marriage. So Mark, to me, he was never giving husband material from the beginning. Like, I don't know. I always say this, certain women, when they get to a certain age and they feel like their time is coming, the clock is ticking, and they want to have a child or they want to be married, they just force anything. So with me, I just feel like Kenya wanted to be a mother really, really bad, which she is. And I know she loves Brooklyn. She's so happy to be a mom. But she kind of forced and jumped into this whole marriage and relationship with Mark to try to have this family and then just to have this child. Like, she could easily just have a child with him if she just wanted to be a mom. Like, I just feel like she tried to force this relationship and it was never giving husband. Like, to me, since she brought him on the show, it never gave husband material to me. Like, she didn't meet his family. She coming to New York and she's staying in a hotel. Like, that is your wife. Why is she not staying at your place? And if you don't know, if you're not from New York, you never visited New York, you never been to his restaurant, Mark has a restaurant in New York, in Brooklyn, called Soko, which I've been going to for years. So to see him pop up on the screen, I was like, okay, look at Mark. But Soko is amazing. The food is amazing. She was crying because of that. I'm happy her and Mark are divorced. Like, let that chapter go. And I hope now that she is a little bit older, she should be a little bit more wiser. And I hope that she does find, because I know she still wants a relationship, so I hope that she does find an adult relationship with a man that really wants to be with her, take care of her, not just financially but also mentally. And I hope she finds a good man, like, for real, for real. I want her to be with someone that really wants to be with her and that loves her and cherishes her and takes care of her, you know? I do wish that for her, for real. But I also do feel like Kenya also has to work on herself as well. Then we get to, so now to happier moments without Kenya crying. They're playing Twister. They're doing shots on Twister. This part was super, I like this part. This was cute. This is where like the fun really, really happened. They put the shot on the ground and you had to like bend over and pick up the shot without touching it with your mouth. And I was like, okay, Teresa ate that, okay? First of all, Teresa ate that. The way she dropped down and picked that shot up, I was like, Teresa Gorga Giudice, like, you better do it. She did that. And then we got to Ramona. I screamed, and then she peed on herself. It was better her peeing on herself than doodling on herself, because we have known Ramona to take a shit on herself multiple times. So it was better that she peed on herself than she took a shit. And then Michael, he out here flirting with LuAnn. He put the shot in his mouth and was like, take the shot out of my mouth. I was like, hold on, because, okay. And all of them was like, oh, my husband, oh, Joe, oh, Mauricio, oh, they would never, like, they was like, oh, no, our husbands would never, because where's his wife? So, but of course, LuAnn was like, yeah, because she was already flirting with Michael to begin with. She think he's so cute. So she got on top of him and she was like straddling him and she took the shot. I was like, yes, LuAnn, that's my girl. I think LuAnn is so much fun. Like, she's so cool. So I was like, yes, I have come along with LuAnn, because she's had her moments with me where I'm like, I do not care for this woman, but she has grown on me. I like LuAnn. But that was a fun moment. Like, that was fun. Like, them doing the drunk twister, the shot twister, and then they started playing Prosecco Pong, which is like beer pong but with Prosecco, and they just had to ask each other like questions, like dirty questions. And then one of the questions, we got Kyle to spill some tea, talking about she was at a charity event with Mauricio a couple years ago, and she was at some high class event with like a gown, and she sat on Mauricio's lap and they had sex in the middle of the party or the gala or whatever. And everybody was like, what? And they kind of didn't believe her. So like later on in the night, she was on FaceTime with Mauricio, and Kenya was like, wait, I found out some things about you, and Mauricio confirmed that it was true. But I was like, okay, Kyle, all right, I see you. I believe her though. I do believe her. But I was like, okay, Kyle, I see you, girl. I see you. But that was episode 4. That was just like the main parts that was entertaining to me. And now let's move on to episode 5. So then episode 5, it is Kenya's yacht day. She has a yacht day. She brings all the women on a yacht, which I was like, it started raining. She's like, oh, let's have fun. It started raining. Like, when you have a yacht day, you do not want it to be raining. Like, that's the worst. And then they brought it back to New York Housewives like 4 years ago when they were on the catamaran. And no, that was scary. Like, because I really thought something was about to happen to the catamaran in the middle of the water when they were away. Like, I really thought something was going to happen to them. I got scared for them, but yeah, they were on the yacht. And then they started talking, well, before we get to the yacht, they started talking about like dressing etiquette and airport etiquette, what to wear. And then Kenya starts talking about like she was mad at her nanny for not dressing nice to go on a private jet. And I'm like, this is what you're focused on, your nanny wearing a t-shirt on a private jet? Like, is it that serious? Like, that is your nanny. She's there to watch your child. You know, I'm all here for a cute outfit and dressing up. I love to give the girls looks, but I was like, that is your nanny, girl. And we're on the boat, and then we see the paparazzi literally taking photos of them. They're on this like thing in the middle of the water, taking photos of them. Kyle's like, let's give them a show. She starts like spreading her legs and all that. They're giving them a show, taking photos. So then they started playing this game. Kenya comes with this game. Who said that? Of course. Who said that? Who said that? The iconic moment of Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who am I saying that?
Which has been trending for years. And then, of course, later on, Candy, you said that? Like, iconic. So, which I knew this game was already bad because the game was basically, you're saying shady things. She's gonna say like something shady that somebody has said about somebody else's castmate, and you have to guess who said it, and then you have to explain why you said it. So first was Ramona and LuAnn. Of course, that turned into a big thing because then Ramona now says, oh, Lu, well, you slept with him on the first date. And the first night you met him, the first night y'all went out, something like that. The first night, blah, blah, blah. And then LuAnn goes, what did you say? So, oh my God. So that turned into something. And of course, all the girls are looking at Ramona like, what? Teresa, Kenya start sticking up for LuAnn. Like, you gotta stop, Ramona. You gotta stop. And then Kenya says something, and then Ramona looks at Kenya and was like, F you. I was like, see? And of course, Kenya got mad. She got up in Ramona's face. She literally knocked her drink out of her hands. And then Ramona's over here hugging Kyle like, oh, protect me. White fragility. Because then she starts crying. Like, this is the thing why I said Ramona, love her and hate her. Because she literally blows everything up and then cries tears of like, oh my God, they're attacking me. Like, you just told her to F you, you called her a bitch, all these things, and then you expect people not to be mad and not to react. And I'm like, yes, I do believe Kenny shouldn't have knocked her drink out or whatever, but it was like, Ramona, you don't know this woman, and Kenny keeps telling you, don't mess with me, you don't know me, what you heard is the truth. Like, so I was just like, Ramona, you called for this. Like, you asked for this. And then she over here crying like she didn't just set everything on fire. And that's why I can't stand Ramona, because, like I said, she gonna cry. She gonna say, I just want, I'm here for women empowerment. She's a girl's girl. Like, right before she said that about LuAnn, she said she's a girl's girl. I was like, and I started laughing. Even Kenya laughed. She's like, girl's girl. And then boom, oh, you slept with him your first night. And I'm like, you're not a girl's girl. Like, this is not a girl's girl. Like, what are you talking about? This is why she's a little delusional, very much delusional. And this is why I say LuAnn is very patient and very forgiving, because the amount of times the amount of times Ramona jabs at her, I would not speak to Ramona ever again. Like, she is so rude to LuAnn. And then that's the thing, Ramona, she gonna apologize and she gonna do it again. Like, and she just apologizes for fun. Like, she don't even apologize for real. She apologizes because she sees somebody's upset and she don't want them to be upset, so she's like, oh, I'm apologize. She don't really mean it from the heart, and that's not really an apology. Like, you're just saying something just to make somebody feel better. And then of course now Ramona is blaming everything on Kenya. She's making Kenya basically look like the aggressor, and that's what I don't like. Like, not to bring up race, but like, especially when it's like a white woman trying to make the black woman seem like she's the aggressor, she's angry, and then here comes Melissa, oh, you know, you're strong and you're this, the black woman words, you're strong and you're powerful and it's like, and Kenya's like, really? Like, that is what I just can't. I can't take it. So then they say, let's do, you know, let's break the ice. Let's Kenya goes, Melissa, let's do a TikTok. So they're gonna go on this like little island. They're gonna take a speedboat over. Ramona takes the speedboat by herself with like the producers. Because they put her ass in timeout. She on the speedboat by herself. All of them get on the speedboat. And they do the infamous TikTok, which has been sending me every time I see it. It's hilarious because Ramona looks so awkward. Cynthia looks awkward, but especially Ramona. Like, Ramona looks crazy. But you see the behind the scenes of them making the TikTok, and it's even funnier than the actual TikTok. The actual TikTok is hilarious, but then the behind the scenes of how many takes and how many times and they couldn't get it together. I'm thinking about the TikTok in my head because Ramona looks so stupid. Like, that was funny. So then we get on to later on in the night. It is Teresa's night. She is cooking Italian food and everybody's excited, especially Melissa. She's like, I'm so excited. I want to eat some carbs. I can't wait to eat your food. She cooks Italian food. It looks really good. She hurry up and makes it because Ramona said she wanted to come down and help her make the meatballs. She's like, I don't want Ramona to come help me make the meatballs. So she makes it real quick. I was surprised because Ramona was like, can I get a little taste? I'm tired. You know, she was drinking. So she let Ramona get a little bit of the chicken parm early because she's like, oh, she was drinking, whatever. So then Ramona's supposed to go get her hair and makeup done. Michael comes down. She's like, you know what? I don't want to get my hair and makeup done. The makeup artist was late. She was supposed to come at 6. It's 7:30, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, you know what? Because Michael says, your hair looks crazy. So she's like, I'm going to do it. So then later on, her and Cynthia got into this whole thing because it's like, the makeup artist that they got worked for the same people. Ramona didn't pay. Then the makeup artist said, I did text you. Ramona can't find her phone. So I'm pretty sure the makeup artist texted her, but her phone was not even with her. She was drunk. It was a whole mix up and nonsense. They were arguing about nonsense. And, you know, we have a reputation of talking about like, you didn't pay for this and this didn't pay for that of the makeup artist and all that. So here we go. I just feel like with these housewife shows, they just bring up things on the wrong time. Like, I feel like that night could have been so nice, so chill. They already had drama on the yacht. So the dinner, Teresa's dinner should have just been real chill. Let's sit down, let's have a nice dinner. But then, you know, they just have to bring up stuff at the wrong time. And then, of course, it just causes confusion. Kenya gets mad at Ramona for saying, okay, keep talking about me, making it about me. She gets up from the table. Kyle goes after her. Like, it could have been such a nice, calm dinner. And it just turned into craziness at that point. So, yeah, that is episode 4 and 5 of the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Lord. I knew it was gonna be craziness bringing all these housewives together, but child, it is a lot. These housewives, but I love it. I love it. I'm here for it. I love Real Housewives, and I can't wait for season 2. Like, I'm ready for them to begin season 2 right now. But guys, stay tuned for the next one. We're gonna be talking about episode 6. Stay tuned for that one. Definitely like this video. Definitely subscribe to see more. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of this episode. Let me know. Let me know. I love reading comments, so let me know what you think about this episode. Like I said, subscribe, follow me on my social medias, and I will see you guys in the next one. Go check out my previous videos. Go check out the other episode reviews. Go check it out. All right, guys. Peace, love.